First off, I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you to each and every single one of you guys for coming out. I appreciate every single one of you for coming out. It's not easy putting these things together. It's not easy to make time for people. It's not easy to come learn from somebody and hopefully pick up something, but it takes a way to reduce your ego to come and hopefully learn something that can help you. I've went to probably at least 100 seminars myself, with people, without people, for real estate, for business, I've paid for some are free. And I realized a couple things. The first thing is, for me, if I pay for something, bless you. If I pay for something, I want to get more value from it than what I'm paying. So for me, I charge $30 for the seminar, or if you got it for free, thank you for coming still. But the reason I charge is not for making money. It's not really for that. It's really so for yourself, because you're actually taking physical money and taking it and putting it somewhere where you're hoping you get some kind of return. And for myself, I'm hoping to give you more than the $30 you spent, a lot more. I'm hoping to give you a lot more in terms of not just investing, but in all facets of your life. I am not trying to be, one of those guys that, sells you something and, you don't get what you want or what you feel like you deserve. I always feel like if I'm charging $30, I want you to get at least $30,000 worth of value in here. At least $30,000 worth of value. Now, that does not mean $30,000 in the bank. It just means in terms of knowledge, in terms of what you could take that knowledge and make money with it. Now, you can make $10 from it, you can make $50, you can make $50 million from it. It's all about what you decide to do with the knowledge. Now, for myself, I always believe in taking notes, voracious note taker. In school, in anywhere I go, I take notes. So please take as many notes as you can and take those pads and take those pens. And we're also selling some notebooks outside for yourselves just to take notes. And if you take notes, it sticks with you longer. It stays with you longer. And for myself, I always take notes myself. I'm not a genius. I don't plan to be a genius, but I know for a fact that if I take notes, I can stay longer, and the knowledge stays longer in my brain. It stays there for a long period of time because at least I can reference it back forth in terms of looking at the pages, looking at the notebook, whatever it is. So for myself, I hope you get at least $30,000 worth of value from this seminar. Anything else you make, we can share. You can split the 50-50. So please, all right? I hope you get the value you want, and I hope that this is the first official seminar that I'm doing in terms of myself, but I hope there's more coming. I'm going to be teaching about real estate, specifically real estate, because that's my business. That's my business in terms of how I make my money. I don't make money on seminars. It actually costs me money. This suit is not cheap. This place is not cheap. That guy back there with the camera, he's not cheap. The people helping me is not cheap. So it's not really a business for me to put on seminars. It's really for yourselves. I'm doing it for you. It's really invest in your future, not my future. And I hope that you guys take the time to really understand that. Why it's really called invest in your future is because if you don't invest in your future, you will not have a future, period. It's not, fluff or anything. It's really true. So if you take $1 and you spend it all, you have no future. You have no chance to even create a future. You have no chance to even start a business. You have no chance. So you have to take the time, first of all, to understand what invest in your future means. Now, I really want people to participate because I don't want it to be like a class. I want it to be really, you guys participate, ask me questions. And if you have questions, please write them down. And I might be able to answer them through the seminar, but at the end, I'll give you time to answer any questions you have. So today we're going to be discussing, obviously, how to increase your credit or how to start from zero if you have no credit, how to start a business, and then also how to start investing in terms of assets. That's why it's called 0 to millions in assets, not 0 to millions. There's a reason for that. That word right there is very important to understand. By a show of hands, can anybody know what an asset is? One person out of a room of, okay, sorry, 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, all right? Half a hand. So you should know what these words mean. And that's what I'm going to really help with. In terms of education, it's really about just giving you the knowledge. And then what you do with the knowledge is really up to you. I can't force you to do your push-ups. You have to do your push-ups yourselves. You know, I can't force you to go to the gym. You have to go to the gym yourself. But the first thing we're going to start with is, before we even start talking about money, we have to talk about the mind first. The mind. In general, most people have a poor mindset. Poor mindset. Now, does that mean they can't change that mindset? Of course not. You can change your mindset anytime you want. We live in two kind of dualities in terms of mindsets. We either live in a positive mindset or a negative mindset. Simple as that. There's no middle. The same way, either you're growing or you're dying. Either your money's increasing or it's obviously decreasing. So there's no way to improve yourself without first learning how to improve your mind. Now, improving your mind starts with a couple things first. Starts with a couple things. I guess that's the word staying up there. So in terms of mindset, if you think my first thing is I need to get money, we need to understand, first of all, money is a result. Is a result. So if I'm trying to grow something, I'm trying to grow a tree, I'm trying to grow a plant, right? The first thing you think of is you want the money, right? Money. Money is the result, though. All this extra stuff underneath here is the stuff we need to learn on. We need to fix right here. This is the mindset right here. The mindset gets you the results of the money. You don't just wake up and say, I want to make money. You have to first of all figure out, how am I going to make my money? Like, people need to take this real serious. In terms of roots, your roots create how much money you're going to make. Does that make sense? Your roots create on how much money you make. If you have 0 roots, you have 0 money. You have 1 root, you have little money. You have hundreds of roots, guess what you're going to have? In terms of money, you're going to have endless amounts of money. But it starts with the roots. That's why any tree, any plant, the first thing it does, it creates roots. It doesn't go up, it goes down first. And down for us right now is our mental. So we need to focus first of all on mindset. Mindset, mindset, mindset. The first key in terms of mindset is learning how to be positive in terms of money. You never want to say that person's filthy rich. Filthy is a bad word. You don't want to associate money with anything bad. In terms of money, I want lots of money. I'm not greedy. I just want lots of money. And I hope you too. I hope you guys want hundreds of millions of dollars. I wish that on every single person who comes in here. That's the reason we're putting this stuff on, to make sure you guys make millions in assets. But the way you start is by first mindset. Understand the roots. The roots create your money. The roots create all the results you want. If you get the roots wrong, you're gonna have bad results, bad fruits. If you have small roots, small money. Big roots, big trees, big money. Understand that. That's the first thing. Roots create the results. Write that down. Roots create the results. The root is the mindset. If you don't get this right, it doesn't matter what I teach you. It doesn't matter where you go, what seminar you take. It does not matter because your roots are wrong. So we have to first figure out, how do we get the roots right? Now, so in terms of getting your roots right, I want you guys to write this down. Your thoughts, that's more people coming in. Your thoughts equal feelings. So thoughts equal feelings. Feelings equal actions. And actions equal results. Everyone understand that? Thoughts equal feelings. Feelings equal actions. Actions equal results. So the first thing is the thought. The thought. I want you to take a blank piece of paper, right? This is how we're going to start with the thought first. Take a blank piece of paper and write a number on top of on the blank piece of paper. This number is the goal that you're going to have in terms of money. The first thing, just on a blank piece of paper, write down in large letters the goal or the number that you want in terms of money. Write it large too. Don't write it small. Write it large. I just want to hear some of the numbers. Anybody want to give me a number? 1 million. Nice. Anybody else?
5.
5 million. Excellent. Anybody else?
3 million. 4 million.
4 million.
How about 12 million?
How about 12 million?
10 million.
10 million. Anybody else?
1 billion.
1 billion. See, I love that. I love that. You know why I love that? Because she's shooting for the stars. Now, she might not get there, but what if she ends up making 100 million? You think she'll be happy? Yes. So remember, the number you wrote down, you're not going to hit that number. You're not. You're not going to hit that number. You know why? Because you set the ceiling too low. Too low. The mind. Remember, the mind. You want 1 million, you're most likely going to get maybe 100,000. Maybe 100,000. You want 10 million, you might get 1 million. Might. That's the word, might. But her thought is 1 billion, right? So for you to reach $1 billion, what do you need to do to get $1 billion?
Most likely invest.
Exactly.
Invest.
Exactly. Do you think she could save to $1 billion? Has anyone said, hey, I saved $1 billion? It's impossible. Doesn't matter how much money you make. You cannot save $1 billion. But what you can do is you can work and get assets that can work for you and make you $1 billion. Everyone understand that? All right. So thoughts equal feelings equals results equal actions. Sorry, thoughts equal feelings. If you understand that assets are the ones that create your money, that create all the money that you have, you can't physically work for all your life and think you're going to make $1 million and make $10 million, 12 million, whatever the number is. You cannot physically work to get that money. You can't. So what you can do is, first of all, learn how to make assets. You can make your own asset. Doesn't mean you have to buy it. You can create your own asset. I'm going to teach you how to do that also. But also, how you make millions is you get the assets to work for you. You cannot work physically to make all that money. You cannot physically work to make all that money. So if you want $10 million, what you should do right now, if you want 10 million, is you should say, I want $100 million. Does that make sense? So whatever, if you want $1 million, you should have 10 million as your goal. Have bigger goals. Have bigger roots. Bigger roots equal bigger results. Understand? The bigger the thought, the bigger the account's going to be. The bigger the account, the happier you're going to be. But understand, it's going to be hard work. It's not easy. It's not easy to make money. It's not. It's hard. Everyone comes in here and tries to work and tries to make money, but the money you make, it somehow goes to a bill, goes to a friend, you lend money, goes to, you lose some money. Some people lose money. Some people get robbed. So unless you constantly making money with your assets, money's going to go regardless. Regardless of where you live, doesn't matter. It's not free. You have to pay bills. So you have to constantly be making either assets, making yourself an asset in terms of building assets, or having people work for you in a business, or have your credit work for you and get yourself even more assets. Understand that assets is the only way you can make whatever goal that number is. So understand, whatever number you put down, double it, triple it, 3x it, whatever the number is, because you're not going to hit that number. But if you want to hit 10 million, your number should be 100 million. That's how you should think in terms of your roots. Get your roots thick enough. For myself, my first goal originally was to get one house. How many houses did I have? 0. Because my goal was small. One house, one. Then I said, you know what? Let me get a bigger goal. My goal was 10 houses. With 10 houses, I end up with 4. Does that make sense? The bigger the goal, I'm going to hit just a little bit less. After I hit 4, I said, I need a bigger goal. I need 200 houses. 200 houses. With 200 houses, in my mind, I end up with 25. 25 houses currently. So no matter what the number is, whatever the goal is, remember, you're not going to hit it. But it's important for your mind to think big. Think huge. Think big as you can. Because remember, you're not going to hit that number. So now, you know what my number is now? Because I already hit. My goal now is 2,950 units. That's my goal right now. That's what I'm thinking about right now. Am I going to hit it? I might not. But let's say I hit even half of that. Half of that. I think I'll be all right. I think I'll be okay. Just remember that. Your thoughts, doesn't matter how big it is, you make it bigger because you're not going to hit that number. You have to make sure that you may aim as big as you can. If you don't aim big, you have no chance. You have no chance to even hit it. Now, my goal now, if I hit 2,950, I have to add another zero. Have to make bigger, because if I hit this, that means I have potential to even hit more. You have potential to make more money. How many people here think they can make more money? Yeah, of course you can make more money. But why aren't you making more money right now? Give me a reason why you're not making more money. Okay, first, that's a great thing. That's why I want you to write that number on top. We're going to set goals for you, and then also you can hit them. But also, sorry, I didn't hear your number. I didn't hear your answer.
No, so we don't know how to do it.
You don't know how to make money, right? Now, can anybody make money? Anybody? No, not everyone can make money. Only the government makes money. You guys earn money. Earn it means you put in time, labor. That's the only way you make money. If you want to make more money, you have to earn more money. So you remember that. Get the wording right. Nobody makes money. Only the government makes money. You earn money. But how much money can you earn physically? How much money can you earn physically? You only have 24 hours. Working. But if you have assets that work for you, and you can sleep and wake up and there's money in your account, that's what I do. I mean, I don't sleep all day, but I have assets that work for me. That's what I want you guys to do. I want you to build assets for yourselves so you don't have to physically work. It's impossible to make, like I said, to save $1 billion. Bless you. It's impossible. It's possible, though, to build assets and have them work for you, and you don't have to do anything else. You can go live in Japan, China, wherever you want to live, and still have these assets work for you. Or make more money. Build more assets. You want to earn more money? Build more assets. Simple as that. Write that down. You want to earn more money? Build more assets. Or build an asset. If you want to earn more money, you have to build more assets. It's a simple concept. That's what I learned from all the seminars that I took. I learned that if you don't build money, if you don't build assets, you have no chance of earning whatever money you want to make. Whatever money you want to make. Sure, go ahead.
So how do you build assets?
How do what?
How you build your assets?
How do I build my assets? Great question. Great question.
You got housing, so that's
Yeah.
your assets.
Yes, but
So this is around here.
yes. The first thing you need to understand is we need to build one asset at a time. One asset at a time. The first thing is you need to build your credit. That's the first thing we're going to tackle. Why is it important to have good credit? Anybody understand? Sure.
You'll get approved for more things.
Of course. But anybody know why credit started? Why do you even need credit? Why do you need it? To be approved for stuff. But think about this. Credit was originally started by banks. Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Citizens. They built all the credit unions you think of in terms of Experian, TransUnion, all these people, all these companies. The reason they built these is because back in the day, in the 700s, 1700s, people would borrow money and run. They take their money and run. Go fly to Africa. Now, when you came back, they have no idea who you are. You could borrow some more, and guess what? Run again. Now, if they wanted to make sure that they keep track of you, what they wanted to do was make sure they built a bureau or bureaus that can track you. Track all the money that you have, all the money that you're making, so they can see, can you pay on time? Can you pay your bills? Simple as that. That's all it is. Credit is just to build yourself in terms of having something that can borrow. You could borrow more money. So for me, I buy some houses cash, but most of my money, most of my houses, I borrow. you guys are gonna have to borrow also. Now, there's people that preach, don't borrow, debt is bad. We're gonna talk about that. There's good debt and bad debt. Housing is good debt, really good debt, really favorable debt. Because what it does is it leverages. Leverages, meaning for every dollar, I could borrow 10. Borrow 10. For every 1,000, I could borrow 10,000. Every 10,000, I could borrow 100,000. For every 100,000, I could borrow 1,000,000. Now with that 1,000,000, I could buy more assets. Those assets can pay me. Not only that, they could pay for the debt and still pay me. That's where we want to get to. That's where you want to get to. So first of all, how do you build your credit? The first thing is you understand that no matter where you are, we're going to start from zero. That's why it's very important to start from zero. All right. No matter where you are, you could have messed up, could have no credit, you could have great credit. But this is the factors that take you to help you build your credit. The first thing is if your credit is bad, it's going to take some time to build it. If you have zero credit, we can get there quicker. But if it's bad and you have, let's say, delinquencies, these kind of things, it's going to take some time to build those. But it doesn't matter where you are. We can always go up. We can always go up. Remember that. You could always fix something. You could always fix it. So the first thing with credit, for myself, I had bad credit. I used to get cards, swipe them off, not pay the bill. Then I get collection calls. I wouldn't even pick up the number. I'd get collection letters. I know exactly what the letter looks like. I'd rip it up, throw it up. They're not gonna find me. What's it for? Then I went and tried to apply for a loan. They said, oh, you have collections, you miss payments, zero money for you. Zero. You can't borrow anything. And I said, oh, okay. That's a problem. That's a very serious problem, especially if you want to build assets. Credit is the first thing you need to build. So for myself, the first thing I did is if you have no credit, the first thing you need to do is go to a Macy's, Kmart, any of these local stores and get their cards. Those cards are easier to get because they want your business. They want customers. So first thing is go to one of those stores and get their cards. Their cards are easy. They might give you $500, $100, and most likely they won't do a hard check on your credit. Most likely. Some will, some won't, but even if they do a hard check and they see that you have bad dings and stuff, they'll still give you the credit because they want you to come in and spend that money. Buy their clothes, buy their shoes. So that's the first thing. If you have zero, go to the stores, even Exxon, get the store card and use it sparingly. If you can't even get that, go to a bank, go to a credit union, and you need some money in your pocket. Give them $500, open an account, whatever bank you want, open an account, put in $500, and say, I want a secure card. If you don't know what a secure card is, secured by the money that you have in the account. So $500, most likely they'll give you $500 worth of card. If you don't pay, they take that $500. That's all it is, secured by the cash you have. Now slowly, what you can say to them is, can I get a charge card? Meaning I'm not secured with my money anymore. I could use it as a charge card and pay back the amount that I owe. So if I spend 50, I pay back 50. I don't pay back minimums. I pay back the whole amount. That's the first thing. Get a secure card. First, get a store card if you don't have one. Get a secure card, and then get a charge card. How many people here have a credit over 800? Wow. 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 That's impressive. Seriously, I don't have a credit over 800. But the number you want to go for, the number you're aiming for everyone in here, is 740. 740. 740 is the number you want to aim for. The reason for this is because almost every bank will loan you money on 740. Almost every bank. You don't need to get 800. If you have 800, great, keep it up. I mean, you can always go higher, but 740 is the number you want to go for. Anything under 600, you need to work on that stuff quickly. Anything under 400, like, you know, contact us. We have coaching for you. Anything around 300, I can't help you. Sorry, I can't. I mean, some people are just hopeless. Some people don't want to help themselves. If you have 300, that means you didn't make any payments on time. Your credit is trash. Mine was never 300. Mine was always around 540, and then we got it up to 740. So that's the first thing. Understand that if you have anything under 600, work on it. You can build it up quickly. It doesn't mean you can't buy anything, but you want to get up to 740. 740 gets you the best rates in terms of the banks. They get you the best rates. Anything under 600, they're going to charge you. They're going to try to get as much money out of you because they can't trust you with their money. They can't trust you. And that's what the credit is. It's really just building trust with the bank. Building that relationship with the bank saying, listen, I can pay everything on time. Everything I owe, I pay on time. So right now, I have maybe 16 credit cards. Doesn't mean I use them all, but I have all these accounts. What it does. Why? Good question. For myself, since I'm in real estate, I have a lot of things I need to fix. So if I go to Home Depot, I want to have that cash available for me. Yeah, that's really it. But there's other thing also. If you want to build up your credit quickly, if you want to do this, the first thing, like I said, is go get a card, get something under your name. If you have zero, get something underneath your name. Because if you have zero credit, if you have no credit, that's a bad thing also. The bank will not lend you. They don't trust you also. They have to see something behind you. So let me get this off right here. For myself, I don't believe you can have too many credit cards. I think women believe the same thing. But I believe you should have as many as you can. As many cards as you can. The reason is we're talking about a thing called usability. So if they give you $10,000 worth of credit, $10,000 worth of credit, you never want to go past 30%. You never want to use more than 30%. If you use more than 30%, what shows to the bank is you're desperate. You're desperate for their money. And you're going to be on the higher limit. In terms of usage, you're going to be on the higher limit. So the best usage is under 10%. Under 10%. So 1,000, use less than 1,000. And once you've used that 1,000, pay it off as quickly as you can. The reason is the banks want to lend you the money, but they want to see that you're responsible with the money. Are you responsible? We give you 10,000, are you going to blow the whole 10,000? Same with banks. They don't blow the whole money they have. What they do is they only use 10% of their money. It's a very important thing to understand that usability saves you, increases your credit actually. So you want to get as many credit cards as you can safely, but you want to use only 10% of it to keep that usage low, very low. What it'll do is it'll tell the bank, listen, hey, I can get your money, but I only use 10% because I'm responsible. I don't need all your cash. And you can cancel them if you want. But the first thing is I would never cancel a card. It kills your credit. It kills your credit also. So like I said, I have 16. I really want 21. The number is you want 21 cards. 21 cards is the number. You might not be able to get them now, but it's sparingly. You want to, every 6 or 7 months, come apply for another one. Or if you can't apply, or you feel like you've applied too much, call the cards that you currently have. All the cards you have, call them and ask for an increase. Ask for an increase. So if they gave you 1,000, call them and say, listen, Bank of America, I'm responsible. I've paid you on time. Maybe you have nothing, you don't have any debt on them, and say, listen, instead of 10,000, give me 15,000. Give me 20,000. What they'll do is they'll ask you, what do you need the credit for? I'm going to talk about that. But once they say, they either say yes or no. They're going to ask you, are you making enough money to pay this? They're going to ask you, why you need 10,000 or why you need 15,000? And most likely what you're going to say is personal. Personal. You don't have to tell them anything. Personal. And they're going to either allow it or disallow it. Simple as that. But if they allow it, what that does is it increases obviously your credit limit and also decreases your utilization at the same time. So if if I had 1,000 and I'm spending 5,000 and I increase it to 10,000, now my usability went down because I have less, obviously, because I have more now in terms of credit, in terms of availability. For everyone in this room, I'd prefer you guys to have at least, minimum, at least $100,000 worth of credit. $100,000 worth of credit. Doesn't have to be one count, but total. Get at least $100,000 in worth of credit. And remember, only use 10%. Or if you don't use any at all, that's even better. But have this availability. This is going to be huge. Just to start investing in your future. Get your credit right. If you have, let's say, $1,000 worth of credit, and you feel like you can't increase it, what you're going to do is going to open up more lines. Use a little bit of each, pay them back, and then within 6 months, increase each one until we get 21. Could be 5 years, 2 years, whatever the number you have is going to get you there. But once you get these numbers, once you get here, you're done. I'm there. I'm working there too. Like I said, I'm at 16 right now. I got something to go, but the whole thing is we want to do it sparingly. Every 6 to 12 months, apply for another one or apply for an increase. 6 to 12 months, apply for another one. This is what's going to help you in terms of starting to invest in your future. Get your credit right. And pay your bills on time. In terms of credit, payment is huge. Payment is 35%. 35% of your score. 35%. So meaning if you miss one payment, you've had credit for 5 years, you miss one payment, your points could drop anywhere from 100 to 150 points. 100 to 150 points. That is huge. We don't want that. We want to make sure we pay on time. You want to invest in your future, pay all your credit cards on time. Matter of fact, pay them early. Matter of fact, pay more than the minimum. They say, hey, minimum is $10, send them $50. Send them more money. Show that you're responsible. With your credit. That's the whole thing. That's all we're trying to do here is in order to start investing in your future, get your credit right by being responsible and being disciplined. How do you get responsible and disciplined? First thing. That's interesting. The first thing in terms of being disciplined is knowing where you are in terms of debt. In terms of what you have right now in terms of credit. Find out. If you haven't looked at the card in a while, find out what the limit is. Be responsible. That's being responsible. Saying, okay, I have 10,000. Can I increase it to 15,000? Can I increase it to 12,000? Whatever the amount is, just increase it. Doesn't matter. Just increase it. That's how I was going to start. First of all, investing in your future. Increase your credit. Increase your credit score. Increase your credit limit. Increase your credit accounts. You should write that down. Increase your credit score. Increase your credit limit. And increase your credit accounts. If for myself, I wish I could get 21 right away, but they just won't allow it. They won't allow it. Because the fact is, if you apply for more cards in a short period of time, the banks are going to see you as desperate also. They're going to see you very desperate. In terms of money, you never want to be desperate. Never. You want to have the credit, like I said, available for you, but you never want to be desperate. Ever. In terms of an eye of a banker, you never want to be desperate. Think about this. A person runs up to you and says, hey, give me $100, give me $100, give me $100. And he goes, give me $100, give me $100. Every bank's going to be like, this guy's desperate. No, denied. 100%. You're too desperate. They want the guys who have assets, have cash in the bank, where they feel safe and secure, and then they'll give you the money. Then they'll give you millions in terms of credit. If you get millions in credit, you can do so much in terms for yourself, in terms of your family. From the first card I got was $1,000. Now I have American Express. Anybody have American Express? Exactly. Yeah. So, anybody know what's special about American Express?
Tickets.
Exactly. Every single person in here, I want you to apply for an American Express card. It's very important. There's two reasons. First reason is American Express, they force you to pay the full amount every single month. Matter of fact, I think their rate is 23.5%, I think. That's what they charge to borrow their money. But they don't expect you to pay this, because at the end of the month, they expect you to pay the full amount. Full amount. So my American Express is unlimited. I can charge whatever I want. But at the end of the month, I have to pay the full amount. Otherwise, I'm getting charged 23.5%. So every single one of you, apply for American Express. It'll make you more responsible. And if you can approve it, get it higher and get it higher and higher and higher. That's what we're going for. Get yourself an American Express, either gold or silver, and get yourself so you can pay the full amount every single month, and make sure that you do. Because this is ridiculous. They should not be charged for anybody. But they do this because they expect you to pay the full amount every single month. Second thing. Who here wants to travel for free? Come on. Who wants to travel for free? Of course. Of course. The first thing is, American Express, they offer points. Points. Points is like free money. Free money. You sign up, you get 50,000 points. 50,000 points. That's like maybe two airline tickets across the country. Free. Just for signing up. That's free money, guys. Free money. And you're building yourself up. So for myself, this is the setup I want you guys to set up. Have an American Express card. Use it. Use it. But don't use it for clothes, jewelry. Use it for stuff that you need every single month. This is the system right here. This is what makes people millions. Get an American Express card. Use it. Use it for car insurance. Use it for gas. Use it for necessities. You're gonna have to spend the money anyways. Groceries. Cell phone bill. Every bill that you already have, use the American Express. Remember, pay the full amount though. But what we're doing now is leveraging the banks, leveraging American Express by getting points. These points are going to give us free travel, free access to things. Just by using the same thing that we do so if I take $50 and I spend it on a cell phone bill, I don't get any return. But I use my American Express, I get 50 points. Now over the year, it's going to be a lot of points. It's going to be a free trip on the same stuff I was spending money on regardless. So get an American Express. Use it for necessities, not luxuries, necessities. And pay it off in full and get your points. Get to travel for free. Get to go wherever you want for free. You can even use it for shopping also. In terms of like the points, you can use points at, I think, Sears and all these other stores. Just use the points. Use it for hotel stays, free hotel stays. I think I have the Hyatt card. I use the same thing, points. Same thing, use it for things that I use every day. I use it, get the points. When I go for a trip, I stay for free. No money comes out of my pocket. Free. Guys, this stuff that I'm talking about that really helps you. Free stays, free money, free airlines, free shopping. But I just make sure I'm responsible and paying my credit on time, having the American Express, paying full on time, and making sure that every time I get my points, I use them also. Get 100,000 points, you'll feel the difference. You'll feel the difference. You'll see how life works when you have points. When you have that kind of credit, and you have good credit, and they trust you, you'll see how life changes financially. Financially. Remember, I cannot save to $1 billion. So I have to be smart with my money. Smart how I use it. Smart on how I spend it. Smart on terms of how I swipe. If I'm buying new shoes, and I'm thinking, I'm doing this for the points. These shoes are gonna rot. These shoes are not gonna bring me any money. But let's say I take 100,000 and I go start a business. That business brings me 5,000, 6,000 every single month, whatever it is. That's how you start investing in your future. Get the credit right, get the amount, the cash, the capital to be able to start those things. If you have zero money, I cannot help you. I cannot help you. And nobody can help you either. You have to first of all, get your pockets right. Get your credit right. And then we can start working on other things in terms of building assets. But if you don't have credit, you don't have cash, you have zero chance of building any assets. Zero. Zero chance. And I can't help if you have zero money, if you have zero credit. If you have bad credit, fix it. Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so what do you say to somebody who maybe has nothing
Has nothing in terms of what?
and wants to invest in their future?
Has nothing.
If no,
Like no money?
nothing.
Nothing to
Yes,
say.
no money.
Has zero money.
You want to invest in your future.
The first,
Say, give up.
no. Never give up, ever. It's the wrong thing to think. Never give up. The first thing, in terms of investing in your future, the first thing I always do, the first thing I did, the first 2 years, is the first thing you have to invest is in yourself. Is in yourself. By coming to seminar, you're investing in yourself. By buying a book about real estate is investing in yourself. By getting a mentor or getting a coach, I have 4 coaches and I pay them because I want to be somewhere. I want to do something. And if they've been there, I'm going to invest. I'm going to put the money into it. So if you have zero money or if you have zero money, go to the library. Put 4 or 5 hours in there. Go in the real estate section, go in the business section, go in the credit section, and just start learning. Start put your mind to work. Invest in yourself, invest in your mind first of all. If you have zero money, and eventually creativity will happen. Creativity will happen. Something will pop up. Something will happen. But for me, myself, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you guys, first of all, how to start a business. Because that's one way you can start building an asset. Is from zero, start a business. Anybody here can start a business. My company, KGC Group, we started from zero. It started from a concept. A concept. Invest in your future started with my mind. I said, you know what? I'm having tenants come into my house or come in and apply for loans or apply for residence. And they have bad credit, they have no cash, or they want to say, hey, I can't pay you $3,000 for the first and last in security. Can I pay you payments? I said, how's this? Like, this is so many people. Like 50 people apply, 50 of them can't afford it, can't even get into it. The first thing I said, you know what? I need to start helping some of these people. The first thing I did was I got one tenant. I said, what's going on with your book? What's going on with your finances? How come you can't afford this apartment? Apartment was $1,100 a month. They're making, I think, $5,000 a month, but they can't afford it. Their credit is bad. They have zero savings. How's that happen? Financial education, financial IQ is low. So all the money they get, they spend it. They spend it on something. Then they go to apply for a loan, they can't get it. They go to apply for an apartment, they can't get it. They wonder, why can't I do this? Because the financial IQ is low. So for myself, I told myself, I need to start something to help people. Start helping people. Structuring in terms of learning how to get their mind right, get their financial IQ right, get their financial intelligence up. Invest in your future. Came out of my mind. I put it together, I put some courses together. Started teaching one person, 2 people, started doing it at a church. People started seeing results. I said, you know what, this could work for anybody. For anybody. And I said, you know what, the first thing though is, how do you go from zero to millions in assets? Not millions in cash. We're gonna talk about cash, but millions in assets, because regardless of what the cash is, you want something that produces money for you. That's it. That's what we're trying to get to, is where something else produces money for you. If it doesn't produce money for you, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. So that's why I started investing in your future, to help people increase their financial IQ. Help them get out of debt. Help them get out of credit card debt. Help them start building assets, start buying houses, start getting free trips, start getting some of the benefits that they see, but they can't get to them. So there's a gap of knowledge missing. So how do you fix that? Like I said, first of all, get your credit right. Get your credit right. Even if you have millions in the account, still get your credit right. If you have zero in the account, still get your credit right. That's the first step. Get your credit right. So invest in your future started from my mind. And then I started KGC Group. Current group started with one house. One house. Like I said, one property. One property turned into 2, turned into 3, turned into 4. Then I couldn't buy here anymore because it was too expensive in Massachusetts, like everyone knows. Actually, any homeowners here? Okay. You know how expensive it is here to buy a house, right? You know how much expensive that payment is, right? I didn't want to pay that rent. I didn't want to pay that mortgage. So I got multi-family properties so somebody else pays my rent. And I said, I can't afford here anymore, so I went to Florida. Bought some stuff in Florida. Went from Florida, went to Indiana. Started buying some stuff in Indiana. Went from Indiana, went to Pennsylvania. What I'm chasing returns. A return on my money. Because like I said, I can't have my money sitting around. I can't have my money sitting around. It has to be constantly working for me. If your money's not working for you, you will be poor. 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 Anybody know why I can't have my money sitting around? Anybody?
Because it won't bring any returns if it's just sitting there.
True, true. But also, not only is it not returning anything, but also it's losing value. Losing value. People think cash is king. No, cash is not king. That's negative. That's a bad thing to think. In terms of financial IQ, remember that. Cash is not king. What's king is assets. That's what's king right here. Get your assets right. That's what's right. All my money I take, I barely keep cash. I barely keep cash because all my money goes into assets. All my money. As soon as I get a large chunk of money, I look at something to buy right quickly. The reason is, in 1971, this is the financial IQ right here. This is the stuff that really helps. In 1971, the president turned the money that we have into a currency. Into a currency. So that means that the Federal Reserve can print money. Can print money faster than you can save it. They could print it. So in the economy right now, it's, I think, 16 billion, I want to say. And only 3% is cash. 3% is cash. You know why? Because everyone who's smart buys assets. They don't want to hold cash. Anybody who holds cash is losing. Losing. Because 1971, this is time. Your money is losing value. Every single day, every single hour, every single year is losing value. Losing value. Time is killing your money. What I want to do now is help you reverse this. Help you reverse this. Because if you keep 100,000 today, next year it's not going to be worth 100,000. It's going to be worth 95,000, maybe 80,000, depending on inflation. Anybody else? Everyone understand inflation, right? Yeah, it's the same thing. A piece of gum was 5 cents in 1950. Now it's $1. That's inflation. Simple concept. That's what's happening with your money. So you think you're going to buy $100,000 worth of stuff in the future? No, you're not. Matter of fact, if you keep cash, let's say you keep cash in the house, you have no chance. You have no chance. You have no chance. You're losing value, you're losing time, and on top of that, your value of your money is losing, and also you don't have any assets to produce more money for you. If I make $50,000 on any deal, whatever, the first thing I'm looking for is where can I put this money? As quickly as I can. Because every single day I'm losing money. Every single day. You're losing money also. I lost, just by trying to save money, where are you going to get to? You can't get somewhere. But you get some money, let's say you have a job, you buy an asset. You go back to your job, work some more, buy another asset. But get more money, buy another asset. Guess what? Now you have more money coming in regardless if it loses value. Regardless if it's a yen, a shilling, or whatever it is. It's going to lose value. Anybody from Zimbabwe? No? Anybody know about the Zimbabwe crisis? Financial crisis? Yes. What happened? Anybody want to tell? Go ahead. You don't want to tell? All right.
You had to carry millions of money like to buy a loaf of bread.
Billions. Yeah. Matter of fact, I forgot the bill. I had $1 billion bill.
Yeah.
$2 billion bill. They made the inflation was so high, it's called hyperinflation, that their money was worthless. To buy a piece of bread, you had to bring 3 or 4 barrels of money to buy a piece of bread. Barrels of money to buy one piece of bread. Now, is that money worthless? Of course it is. But if you have assets, doesn't matter what the money is. They're going to have to pay you. They're going to have to pay you in yen, shillings, whatever it is. That's why you can do this. It doesn't matter where this is. This could be in Europe, could be in China, Africa. You could have assets there because the same thing's happening with that money also. It's losing value every single day. So for me, myself, 2 things I keep: assets and gold and silver. That's it. And besides maybe some nice clothes and stuff. That's got to stay fresh. But, other than that, don't focus on anything else. Don't focus on anything else. We'll talk about stocks and bonds, but slightly, because they're not my favorite thing. My favorite thing, like I said, is assets. That's my favorite thing. That's what should be your favorite thing also. Assets, you should write down. Assets equal cash flow. Write that down. Assets equal cash flow. Doesn't matter what the cash is. I want my cash. Assets equal cash flow. This is where you get rich. Sorry, not rich. Rich is a bad word. Wealthy. Wealthy. Rich people have nice clothes, nice jewelry, but their account is in negative. Wealthy people have no watches, no jewelry, and their account is stuffed with zeros. Some of the richest people I know drive pickup trucks, wear, overalls, dirty clothes. Anybody know what car I drive? Now it's not even it's actually 2000. Yeah, 2000 Honda Civic. You'll see it up there. It's a green one. Now, the reason I drive that is because I'm following a mentor of mine. He drives a pickup truck, older than mine, my car. Because a car is not an asset.
That's right.
Understand that. A car is not an asset. It's a what? It's a liability. It's a heavy liability. Heavy. You know why it's heavy? Payment, insurance, gas, fixing, safety. Some people have nice cars, they park far away because they don't want anybody dinging their cars. I don't care. I park right here. You ding my car here. Let's go. Keep moving. It's not an asset. It's not making any money. It gets me to the money. That's all it is. A car gets you to the money. Don't think a car is money. What?
But when they ding it and you can't drive it,
Well,
how are you gonna get to the money?
make sure you can drive it.
That's right.
But dings and looks and stuff, don't fall for the looks, guys. Don't fall for the looks. Don't fall for the flashy. Don't fall for the flash. Flash doesn't last. Doesn't last at all. For myself, I remember I wanted a brand new Beamer, M3. 2016, I wanted a brand new one. I went and looked at it, drove it, test drove it. I went to sign the paper, and I said, wait a second. This car is $60,000. $60,000. How many assets can I buy with that? And I turned around, the salesman, hey, where you going? Come on, man, you pre-approved, you got good credit. I said, no, I'll be back. I haven't gone back since. I drive a 2000 Honda Civic, paid off. My gas is 20 bucks a week. My insurance is 800 bucks a year, paid off in full, because it's a liability. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about it. Same with yourselves. The first thing is, look at what you have. For myself, I looked at my car. Look at your car. Is it worth it? That payment, is it worth it every single month? If it's not, I'd sell it quickly. Get my cash and go buy an asset. That's what I would do. If I was coaching you guys, and I offer coaching, we have a sign up in the back, the first thing I would do is I look at my biggest liability. Most likely it's going to be either your house or your car. Now, the house is harder to move from, harder to change because you have to sign leases. But the first thing I would look at, and to increase your financial IQ, is look at my car. Look at the payment I have. Look at the gas I have. Look at the insurance I have. And think about all that cash could go into this. That $60,000 now makes me $4,000 or $5,000 a month. I can go buy a brand new Range Rover But like I said, I don't need it. I don't need it. It's a liability. It's more bills for myself. It's going to be more bills for you. Like, what's the point of driving a Range Rover and you're broke? What's the point? I'd rather drive a Honda Civic and be rich, be wealthy. Excuse me. Be wealthy. Have assets. Pay me. Be wealthy. You want to judge me by my car? No. Judge me by my assets. Judge me by my assets. That's what the first thing you want to do. Look at your car. Is it a liability? Of course it is. Everyone has a car in here. And until you decide to think, oh, you know what? I'm going to increase my financial IQ by selling it or moving on or downgrading. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not going to hurt you. You'll be fine. You'll still get to work. You'll feel better. Your account will look better too. Now, let's talk about why we need to increase our IQ though, financial IQ. Man, this board is terrible. Damn. That was a good board. Why do we need to increase our financial IQ? We're going to give 2 scenarios, all right? I'm sorry, 3 scenarios. Each one has $10,000, okay? I give you 3 people $10,000 within a year, 1 year. This person right here has 0. This person right here has 10,050. This person right here has, let's say 100K to like 1 million. What's the difference between this person, and this person? Financial IQ, low, 0, maybe not existent. This person has low financial IQ because they most likely put their money in the bank. Remember that. Banks don't help you unless they will lend you money. But saving-wise, they don't help you. They don't care about you. They don't care about you. This person right here, high financial IQ, very high. To take 10,000 and make it into $1 million or 10,000, high financial IQ. This is why you guys should take notes, man. I take a lot of notes myself. High financial IQ. High. And this could be for everyone, anybody. You take 10,000, I can show you how to make this. Easy. Financial IQ. Increased. I was here before. I used to have 0 money. And I used to be here also. I didn't know what to do with my money. So if you have cash in the account sitting, most likely it's, like I said, it's rotting, losing value because they give you $50 for the year. This person right here, they're going to be wealthy because they took 10,000, turned it into 100,000. What do you think they're going to do with $1 million? You want to make that $1 billion? This is what you need to be right here. Learn how this works. How this works. How this works is what we're going to talk about next. You guys okay? Yeah. All right. If you have questions, please write them down. I want all the questions that you have. All right. The first thing we're going to talk about is words. Words. Simple. Just words. All right. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a CPA. I'm not a lawyer. All right. I just read a lot and I study a lot and I get coached a lot and I hang around a lot of people that, you know, have a lot of the green because I want a lot of the green. Same with yourselves. Look around the people around you. If they're broke, you're going to be the 5th person that's broke. If they're wealthy, you'll be the 5th person that's wealthy. Because it's the same thing. Let's talk about words, just simple words. Like we said, we had like 6 people know what an asset is. Asset, keep it simple. Simple, simple. Asset, money, in. That's it. Let me hear it. Asset. Louder. Asset. Money in. Liability. Money out. Just that's simple. Money out. Income. Income. What's income? Money in. Thank you. And expense. Money out. Anybody doesn't understand this? What? Anybody who doesn't understand this, please raise your hand.
Get out. Just kidding.
It's simple. It's simple. Once you understand this is the first step to financial IQ, to increasing your financial IQ. Just these words. Just these simple words right here. You should write them down or take a picture. Simple. Once you learn these, now it gets fun. Now it gets easier. Gets easier. Gets easier. Every single person here, every single person should learn what this is. Income, expenses. Income, expenses. It's called a balance sheet or income statement. That's it. Learn this. Learn this. It's easy. All it is, you're taking how much you make, taking off how much you have, or how much you owe, and what's left over. That's it. Simple. Simple stuff. You should do this for everything, for your business, for your household. If you want to make a lot of money, you have to learn this. You have to do this. Not just learn it, do it. Next one. Right here. Assets, liabilities. Simple. Simple stuff. You do this, you actually have a great chance of being wealthy. You actually do it though. You have to do it. If you don't do it, you have no chance because you have no idea how much income you're making. You have no idea how much your expenses are. You have no idea if you have any assets at all. You have no idea if you have any liabilities. I know you have liabilities, but you don't know how much they are. Get the numbers right. Fill in, plug them in. Plug each of them. Make sure that the number's right. Make sure the number's right, especially on expenses. People want to be funny with the expenses. Think they don't have the expenses. Gum is an expense. I'm serious. Gum is an expense. Haircut. Cell phone. Where's the cell phone on here? It's a liability. Because what? Liability is what? Money out. Simple as that. Simple concept here. If I have a property and it brings me money, what is it? That's it. Simple. This is the financial IQ stuff that can make you wealthy, can make you a billion.
GPS signal lost.
No, I think you're here. I think you're not lost. You're good. You found the right place. You found the right place. This is very important because for myself, I never knew what this stuff was. I didn't get taught by an accountant or lawyer or whatever it was. I looked it up and I said, you know what? This is very important. Now for yourselves, if you're poor, and I'm not saying anybody here is poor, but I say if you are, it's okay. You can get out of it. If you're poor, what you're doing, this is what you're doing. You make your money from a jobby job, whatever job it is, you get your income, you expense it out. That's it. That's all you're doing. You have zero here, you have zero here. You don't even know what this is, because all you care about is your job. That's it. This is exactly what you're doing every single day, every single month, every single year. This leads to poverty. Poverty, poverty, poverty. There's no way you can make millions in assets or even have an asset if this is all you do every single day, every single year, every single month. It's impossible. And I can't help you either. Doesn't matter how much this is. This could be 5 million. It's the same thing. Doesn't matter. You're still poor. Poor. Remember those roots? Those roots are old, or they're not working because they're not producing the results that we want. The results we want is millions in assets. Now, if you're middle class, any middle class? Nobody's middle class? Maybe. It's okay. That's okay. I told you. Everything's fixable. Everything's fixable. If you're poor, this is what you're doing. You got your job, you get your income, you expense it, and you buy liabilities. You just skip that guy right there. So you get a raise, you get a brand new cell phone. You know, you get a bonus, you get that new shoe. Get the fresh pair. You know? You get a nice little, check at a Friday, by Sunday it's gone. You went to the club, bottle service, Got that fresh hair, fresh haircut, fresh weave. I need to look good. Liability, liability. This person right here is gonna be poor also. Not only that, this person's probably worse off than the poor person because liabilities are gonna eat them alive. Eat their cash alive. Eat everything alive, matter of fact. All their liabilities are not going anywhere. You have to pay them every single month. Car payments, insurance, taxes, cell phone, hair, clothes, liabilities, all liabilities. Don't make you anything. Zero. Zero money. Zero. Zero assets also. Bless you. Now, for the wealthy people, people want to be wealthy. We really don't want income. We really don't. That's why Warren Buffett, you know how much, anybody knows what Warren Buffett makes? $1 a year. $1. $1. But he's worth 50 billion? Why is that? You ever ask yourself that question? Why do executives don't want income? This is why. Your job is taxed at the highest. Taxed at the highest, close to 40%. 40%. So all that FICA, Social Security, blah, 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 it's all taxes. So when you really work, think of 40 hours you take, or take 40 hours, half of those are for the government. So you're working for the government. Every single one of us works for the government by taxes. If you have a job, you're taxed heavily. That's why it's very important to understand Warren Buffett gets paid $1. For myself, I don't want income either. I don't want income. I want as low income as possible because I want to get taxed as low as possible also. This is the financial IQ stuff I'm talking about. You don't want a job. You want the wealthy. We want these. This is what we want. You want to be wealthy, you want to make $1 billion, get these. Don't get another job. Get these. Get hundreds of these. This is where you can make millions in assets. Build yourself an asset. Buy an asset. Partner up with somebody, get an asset. Partner up with 5 people, get an asset. All of us can get together, buy a building, buy this hotel. That's an asset. Now, for the wealthy, we take the assets, because obviously they bring in income, right? But, like we said, we don't want to get taxed. So what we do is we start a business. All right? We start a business. Simple business. And I'll show you how to start a business. Simple, easy. The business, what it does is it helps us bleed off, first of all, the taxes, but then also it helps us bleed off the expenses. So I have a cell phone. You think it's under my name?
It's under your business.
It's under my business name. Every single one of you should have a business. Every single one of you should have a business. My business is hosting this event. I'm not hosting it. My business is hosting it. You think I took money out of my pocket I love you guys, but I like my money too. But my business is sponsoring this event. So every single one of you, start a business tomorrow. Today is Sunday. You can't start it today. Start it tomorrow. Write that down. Start a business tomorrow. You want to be wealthy? Start a business tomorrow. My expenses, all my expenses, I try to run them through my business. My cell phone, business. My car, I gotta go look at properties, business. My haircut, I gotta look good for my clients, business. My socks, I got nice socks. I'm presenting for my business. If you have anything else in terms of you want to get paid, Start a business. Start a business tomorrow. I'm telling you right now, start a business. It's easy to start a business. All it is to start a business. Pick a name. What's your name?
Perry.
Perry. Perry Inc. Perry Inc. He has a business now. Goes to City Hall or the tax service, applies. This name is probably not likely there, so it'll be there. Your name will probably be there, whatever name you want. Don't be fancy with it, just pick a name. Pick a name. I picked my last name, Karina Group. It's a group. I have people that work with me, family. So it's a group of us. What we do is we buy assets. That's what my company does. We buy real estate. Now, the first year, did I buy a property? No. But I still had the business. And so what I did is I still get the expenses, to write off the expenses. So I had a loss that first year. A loss. Because I had to supply my business. My business did not make any money. So guess what that does for me? Reduce my taxes. This is going to be your biggest bill ever. This is what they say you can't avoid, death and taxes. You can't avoid it. All you can do is defer it. Write that word down, defer it. Defer your taxes. Defer your taxes. My business, I run everything through my business. I buy waters, my business. Strictly. Obviously for, when buying stuff from Home Depot, for my business. But anything personal also, you guys can do the same thing. Run it through your business. Like I said, the business does not have to make money. It just has to exist. That's why I said start it tomorrow. The next day you can start running stuff off your business. Start a business as quickly as you can. Now, another reason we want to start a business is, reason number 2, is if for myself, we don't want income, so I don't want income, right? But if I have an asset and it brings in more money, and I reduce it by my taxes, by my business, this is what the wealthy do every single day. They start another business. You buy another asset, you start another business. Right off that business also. That business cannot make money, you get losses. At the end of the year, you don't have to pay any taxes. 0 in taxes. When you receive a refund, that's not what you want. That's for the poor people. I'm telling you that for a reason. It feels good to get that check, but remember, they've been taking it the whole year. And what they do, they take your money, they go make money off your money, and they give you a little change at the end of the year.
What are some of your assets besides real estate?
Great question. So I have the business. I have an online business. I have a basketball training business. I have all types of assets. It's all about what you want to do. It doesn't have to be real estate. I'd prefer you to be in real estate because obviously the tax advantages and the benefits from it, but it doesn't have to be real estate. It could be anything. It could be cutting hair. I started a business cutting hair. You could be cutting 1 person a year. That's a business. You can cut 0 people. That's a business. Now, you can only take losses for so long before they say, hey, listen, what's going on, buddy? Where's the money? Where's the cash? Because you can't be, they're going to call you a defunct business. You're going to shut you down. But within I think the first 5 years, you can carry losses. Carry losses. That's so important. In terms of financial IQ, you need to understand how to carry a loss. A loss for your business doesn't mean you lose. It means you're gaining. You're gaining. Anybody who knows the game knows this. This is stuff I got schooled on. I didn't know this stuff. I didn't know that you could have a business that doesn't make any money and write off stuff and get benefits. And this is stuff that poor people don't know. Poor people don't get taught this stuff. That's why it's important for me to try to help you guys get there. Because I don't want to be the only one who makes it. I don't. I want everybody to make it. That's why I want everybody to start a business tomorrow. Everybody. Pick whatever it is. You want to do hair? Do a business. You want to do cakes? Do a cake business. Can you fix laptops? Do a business in laptops. You driving Uber? Your business. That's as simple as that. Now, the second reason I was saying about businesses is, let's say your credit is trash, your personal credit. You could have business credit. Business credit. Write this down, business credit. Business credit. With your personal credit, they usually allow you, I think the number is 3 or 4% of your income. Yeah, something like that, 3%. So they don't give you that much, they just give you a little bit. But with a business, I mean, the first card I applied for, because my business is real estate and they understand real estate, my first card, business credit, in terms of business card, guess how much they gave me? They gave me $100,000. Remember I told you I want everyone to get $100,000 worth of credit? Quickest way to get there. Quickest road. Start a business. Start a business. Start a business. Get yourself $100,000 worth of credit. Simple. Simple as that. And you're an employee for the business. Don't think big. Don't think, oh, I'm the man, I own a business. No, we're doing this for certain reasons, man, certain things. You don't need to brag about it. Just do it for yourself, for your future. Invest in your future by cutting your taxes and starting a business and getting yourself a credit line for $100,000, maybe more. I have more than that now. Like I said, it's unlimited because they know in real estate, this is what I'm talking about, the business you choose. Be careful on what you choose because it's going to limit in terms of what you can get in terms of credit. So for myself, they know credit in terms of real estate needs to be high because I'm buying properties, fixing them up, renting them, doing these type of things. So they know, hey, he needs some money. He needs cash, access to capital. This is what you need, access to capital. You talk about how to start from zero. Applying for a business, I think it's $50, $55. Get those $55. $55 will equal 100,000. You want to make money? That's how you make money. You want to talk about these billionaires, how they do that? They take the small money that they have and they leverage it and make big money. Big money. So imagine, I start a business, $55. $55. I'm in real estate, 0 properties, nothing on the books, but they still give me $100,000 worth of credit. The wealthy, this is the game they play. This is the game they play. And they don't have one asset. They have hundreds of assets. They don't have just one card. They have hundreds of cards. Hundreds. And what it does, it builds up. It builds up slowly. I've been in business for about 4 years, 3 years. But now with access to capital, to be able to fix my homes, they say, you know what, he needs more. Now, like I said, it's unlimited. 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 That's why we started with credit. Credit is very important. When you're applying for a business, make sure that it's going to be a legit business. Don't do it for fraud. Don't do that. I don't want to see you guys on American Greed. All right? So be legit. Be legit. Start a business that you like, that you're going to enjoy. If you don't like it, get out of it. Stop it. You want to work for your business. You don't work for anybody else's business. Right now you have a job. Anybody know what job stands for? Just over broke. Just over broke. That's it. So the job, they're not going to pay you big money. They want to pay you just enough so you stay and do the job that they want, but not enough where you leave and take your money and go retire. Remember that. Doesn't matter how much they pay you. They can pay you $250,000 a year, but they want you to make sure that you're making at least $1 million for them a year. Remember that. If for myself, I remember the reason I left my job because I saw it didn't add up for myself. I was making great money. I think I was making like $60,000 a year. But for my time, my effort, I know for a fact I was making this company hundreds of millions of dollars. Hundreds of millions of dollars. Philip used to work with me also at Nova Biomedical, right in Waltham. I used to make these small little capillaries that you test for blood and all these other things. We used to make hundreds of them. They pay me, whatever, 35 bucks an hour. And they sell each one for like 60 bucks. Worldwide, Japan, Brazil, wherever. But we did all the work. We formulated the formula. We created the package that holds it. We sealed it. We packaged it, sent it, everything. But in that hour, we're making 100,000. We're making 100,000 of those pieces. They're selling them at 60 bucks a pop. They pay me 35 bucks an hour. That's when I said, you know what? I need to get smarter. You guys need to get smarter. Look at your job right now. How much money are you making them? How much money are you making them? How long have you been working for them? Think about that. How long have you been working for them? And if you have been working for more than 10 years, man, it's going to be tough because you're comfortable. That's the worst thing you can be, comfortable. The first thing I did was I quit my job because that math didn't add up for me. 35 bucks an hour is not going to make me wealthy. You can never get wealthy at a job. Remember that. You should write that down. You can never get wealthy from a job. Get wealthy with assets. The first asset is that business. That business is going to help you get wealthy. Because now with my business, I have people that work for me. I hire people now. What that does is gives me tax breaks also. That's how the wealthy think. They think, how can I create another job? How can I create more jobs for people? How can I create more housing for people? If I create more housing for people, I get paid more. Simple as that. If I want to make more money next year, I have to buy more houses. How do I get more houses? I got to get my credit right. Get my credit right, go to the bank, say, listen, hey, here's my stuff. Here's my balance sheet. Here's my income statement. They say, yes, sir. Here you go. What do you need? How much? How much? But you go in with a job and say, hey, I make 35 bucks an hour. They say, we'll give you $4,000, you know? Get out of here. You're smaller than them. You have a business pulling $100,000 a month, they'll take you for respect. They'll put you in the office and say, yes, sir, come on, what do you need, sir? What do you need? You want to be respected? You want to make some serious money? Start a business. Take that 55 bucks, invest it in yourself, invest in your future. Start a business as quickly as you can. Tomorrow. I'm telling you, that's going to make a big difference in your life in terms of financial IQ, because it forces you to learn this stuff. It forced me to learn income statements. It forced me to learn balance sheets. It forced me to learn what do I do in terms of buying assets. If you need coaching, we offer coaching. Sign up in the back. I'm having a real estate seminar also, specifically real estate. It's going to be all real estate. It's going to be expensive. It's going to be expensive because I'm expensive. Let me show you something. Let me show you something simple here. I went from 35 bucks an hour, which is like 60 grand a year with benefits and all that stuff. But remember, I get taxed higher. So I was really making 40 something thousand. All right? I went from 35 bucks an hour to $5.95 an hour.
That's a good question.
Sure.
You think everybody's qualified to run their own business instead of working for a company?
That's a great question. Not everyone's qualified to run a business. You need coaching. You need coaching. Because some people, what they do is they start a business and they take the money from the business and they put it in their pocket and go buy stuff. That business is going to die. Remember that. Retained earnings. Write that down. Retained earnings. Every business needs that. Retained earnings. If you're not retained earnings, your business is going to die. Remember how we started with. Either you're growing or you're dying. Either your business is growing or it's dying. Either your health, either you're getting better shape or you're getting worse shape. Either eating good or eating bad. Simple as that. There's no medium. So with your business, remember that. Either you're growing or dying. If you want your business to grow, keep retained earnings. Heavy, high. How did I do this? How did I do this? They told me, we'll pay you 35 bucks an hour. Actually, I had to negotiate that. They wanted to start me at 30 bucks an hour. I said, no, I got a degree, man, come on. It's okay, 35 bucks. And I said, oh yeah, great, you know, great. So whatever you're making per hour is what value you bring to that company. Write that down. You get paid for your value. You get paid for your value. You don't get paid for your good looks. You don't get paid because of the nice clothes you wear or the suit. You get paid for the value you bring to the company. For myself, I said, I'm worth more than 35 bucks an hour. I'm smarter than 35 bucks an hour. All you guys are smarter than whatever you're getting paid right now in your job currently. Smarter, I guarantee it. And if you don't know that, sign up for our coaching. We'll show you. We'll show you. The reason you're here is because you want to get smarter. You want to make more than 35 bucks an hour. Now, how do you go from 35 bucks an hour to 595? Simple. But what's simple to do is not easy to do. It's simple, but it's not easy. There's a difference. Simple, but not easy. Remember that. How do you do this? My worth, my company, in order for me to show up and coach and do this stuff, is $5.95 an hour. I have 12 clients. That's another business I have, another asset business I have. Now, like I said, I don't want income. I don't want this. The reason I charge so much is because I really don't want too many clients. I have other stuff to do. But if they want to pay me $5.95 an hour, I'll be there early. Now take that money. You sign up for at least 5 hours. 5 hours. Now you think this is a lot of money. But what if I told you $5.95 can make you $500,000 from the coaching you receive, from the tutoring you receive, from the knowledge you learn? That $5.95 is nothing. It's change. It's change. So for myself, the way I increase this is, first of all, I increase my knowledge. Write that down. Increase your knowledge. You want to invest in your future? Increase your knowledge. Increase your knowledge base. That's why you're here, to increase your knowledge base. If you want to go from 35 bucks to whatever, this doesn't have to be, it could be, you could want, $5,000 now. Eventually, I'll probably be there. But I'm working towards it. The first thing is increase your knowledge. Second thing is, if you start your own business, you dictate on how much you get paid. You think I'm going to start a business and say, hey, I charge 35 bucks an hour? Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. I'm going to have hundreds of clients. I don't want hundreds of clients. I want a small amount of clients. So whatever business you're starting, you get to charge on how much you feel like you charge, how much you're worth, how much knowledge you bring into the table. My knowledge for me is real estate. Simple as that, real estate. I could break down a deal quickly. Quickly. Look at the numbers. I know this property makes money, this property does not make money. I know what kind of loan I can get, what kind of interest rate I can get. The location, within 10 minutes, I can tell you exactly what's going on with that property. But it takes time, it takes knowledge. That's why it's increasing your knowledge, first of all. And every time I increase my knowledge, my wage goes up. You want to increase your knowledge? You want to increase your wage? Increase your knowledge. You want to get paid more at your job? Increase your knowledge base. If you're just a janitor, a sweeper, whatever, knowledge base is little. What if you can sweep and also fix that door? Now your knowledge base increased. Now you're going to make more money. Now what if you can fix that door and put on the roof also? Your knowledge base just increased. Now you went from sweeping the floor to fixing the roof to fixing the door to fixing the roof. You think you're going to get paid the same amount of money? No. More skills, more money. Please, up front. Increase your skill level. It's number 2. First one, increase knowledge. Number 2, increase your skill level. I increase my skill level, I charge more. Increase your skill level. If you want to get paid more, get more skills. Simple as that. Get more skills. Add more tools to the tool belt. More tools. More tools. If you have a hammer, you can only do what hammers do. If you have a hammer, a saw, a drill, and everything, now you can do more things. Fix more things. Handle more things. I went from, what I want to do now is eventually, because like I said, I'm getting more clients, I'm going to be charging this much an hour. Remember that first thing we talked about? Goals? Yeah. Same with yourselves. Don't think you can only get paid 35 bucks an hour, whatever the job is right now. Get paid more. Increase your skill level, increase your knowledge, increase your skill level. The more skills I get, the more I'm going to charge. The more these seminars are going to be more expensive. Instead of 30 bucks, it's going to be $300 because I can increase your skill level. Remember that. The more skills you get, the more money you make. Simple as that. You want to make more money? Get more skills. Some of the skills you need to work on, because everyone can't have the same skills. You want, write this down, high income earning skills. High income earning skills. Presenting is a skill. Not everyone can do this. Not everyone can do this. Writing a book is a skill. Buying a property is a skill. So with my skill level increased, my wage, my hourly rate increased. Same with yourselves. With your business, if you have zero skills, find ways to learn high income earning skills. Some high income marketing skills. You need to learn sales, first of all. Sales. Sales. Sales is a high income earning skill. That's why sales have unlimited potential in terms of how much they can make. Because it's a skill to sell something. It's a skill to sell a seminar. It's a skill. I had to learn it. I had to learn it. You want to start a business? Learn sales also. Sales. Sales will get you paid. Unlimited. Unlimited amount. Unlimited. Second one, marketing. These are all high income earning skills. Marketing. Marketing. People have to know you exist. People have to know you exist. Simple as that. For your business, for whatever you want, whatever you're trying to do. You want to buy more assets? People have to know you. So you have to know how to market. Marketing is a high income skill. You want to make big money? Get into marketing. Get into sales. Third, management. Management. Managing people. Managing assets. It's a high income earning skill. Managing. If someone manages you, they probably make more money than you, correct? Correct?
Yeah.
Of course, because it's a skill. It's like herding cats. You know, you gotta get these people to work. Hey, work. You know, it's a high income earning skill. You want to get a better paying job? Get into management. You want to get more money? Get into management. Don't be the person underneath management. Be the manager. I became a manager as soon as I bought a property. I became an asset manager. Asset manager. I have to manage my assets. So I have to manage people to watch my assets. I have to manage the employees that work on my assets. I have to manage the people that come in and try to do stuff to my assets. You want to make money? Become a manager. Manage assets. Manage people. Learn these skills. These are high income earning skills. You want to go from 35 to 595, whatever, 5,000? I have to get more skills. To go to 5,000, 950 an hour, I have to get more skills. Because I have to bring that kind of value to that person every single time I talk to them. If I don't bring anywhere close to this, I'll never get paid this. Ever. Same with yourselves. You make 12 bucks an hour, learn how to add more skills. You get more money. And don't make little jumps. In terms of your income, don't make $1 jump, $2 jumps, $3 jumps. That doesn't do anything for you. That doesn't do anything for your pockets. You have to make big jumps. I went from 35 to 595. Big jumps. See a big difference. See some change. It's going to take the time to get there, but if you want the change, you have to get the skills. Get the skills first. Get the skills first. The skills get paid. When you get paid, you go buy the assets. If you don't have the money, get these skills first. Get the skills first, get paid, get the assets. Simple as that. If you're thinking about if you're looking for a job, I'm always hiring. I'm always hiring. But remember what I said, a job is just over broke, so I'm not gonna pay you that much. I'm serious. Anybody here who hires people, they wanna pay you a lot? No. I just need that job done, that's it. I need marketers. I need salespeople. Those people get paid a lot of money because they have unlimited potential. Unlimited in terms of money. If I have salespeople, I can't get caps. Say, hey, listen, for every sale, no. They bring me 100 sales, they're gonna get paid. They bring me people, they're gonna get paid. They bring me properties, they're gonna get paid. They wanna manage my properties, they're gonna get paid. But you wanna be a worker or you wanna be a manager? Simple as that. You have to think of yourself as a manager. Manage assets. Manage yourself. Manage yourself. If you want to grow in any field, I don't care if you're a nurse, whatever, become the manager of that job. Look up and think big jumps, big money, big money. You make $50,000 a year, go to $500,000 a year. But the only way we can do that, like I said, is increase your knowledge, increase your skill level. Simple as that. You can't get there by working hard. The raise I'm going to give you is $2, $3, $4, $5. Even then, what big difference does that make? Zero change in your life. But if I go from 50,000 to 500,000, how much of a change is that going to make in my life? Huge. Does it mean I'm going to go buy a brand new car? No. It means I'm going to have more money to buy more assets to make me money every single month. Every single month. For me, like I said, I'm going to go to $5,950 an hour. You want to catch me then? Or you want to catch me at $5.95? Simple as that. Simple as that. This seminar was $30. Some got free. You think it's going to be $30 next time? No, because I'm going to be better. I'm going to have more skills. I'm going to teach more. It's going to be longer. It might be 3 days, 4 days. You go to a Tony Robbins event, $5,000 a ticket. You think that's where he started? No. He started at probably free, $30, $40. He got better. He said, hey, charge him $400. People still came. Hey, charge him $4,000. People came. Because he drops the knowledge. He gives you the stuff that you need. That's why for me, I'm trying to give you the knowledge that you need to increase your skill level. Increase your skill level in terms of buying assets. If you don't think you can do this, you think you can work a job, you know, and that's all you want to do, fine. Let me give you a formula for that. All right? You don't want to do anything else. You want to be lazy. You want to watch TV, Netflix, all that stuff. Great. Let me give you a simple formula here. All right? You don't want to buy assets? Fine. That's all great. Let me give you at least a formula that can help you at least for the future. Do some kind of investing in your future. Every single one of you guys, I want you to take my number. I'm going to send you an app called Robinhood. Anybody familiar with Robinhood? Okay. So about 2 people out of 40 people. Robinhood is an app that you could buy stocks with. Stocks. Now, I'm not a big believer in earning, buying a lot of stocks, but the reason this is for the people who don't want to do anything. Some people are lazy. So it's fine. I'll give you the lazy formula to make millions. Lazy. It's going to take you time, and you're still going to be at your job, but it's still going to be a formula. All right? Because like I said, we have different levels here. We have zero, we have the medium, and we have the wealthy. Now, for the people who want just a lazy formula, you're gonna download that app, Robinhood, and I'm gonna send you a link first. All right? But make sure you get my number. Now, there's a reason people have made millions in the stock market. Millions. There's all different kinds of ways to make money off of it. The people that make a lot of money, what they do is they see John wants to buy a stock. So John plugs in, says, hey, I want to buy Apple stock. As a firm, what I do is I see John wants to buy that stock. I jump ahead of him. I buy it, flip it, quickly. Talking about not even seconds, hyper speed. And then John gets his. Because I'm trying to make money off it before John gets it. Simple as that. So by the time you hear a stock tip, hey, this is the latest stock, you're on the losing end. You're already on the losing end. So the lazy way to make money, lazy way to make some serious, at least overall in terms of long term, there's a term called, I want you guys to write it down. It's for stocks, specifically for stocks. It's called dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging. What this does is this is the way for people if they want to be lazy. Get this app. Contact me. I'll send you the app. I'll send you the link, and you'll get a free stock because I'm sending you the app. So I get a stock and you get a stock. Simple, free, and it could be a Ford stock. It could be Apple. It could be Google. They'll give you a stock for free just to start out. So you don't have to put any money in yet, but you're gonna have to put money in. The simple way to make money, like I said in the stocks, is dollar cost averaging. What are you doing is you're taking, let's say, $100 a month. $100 a month, every single month. This is for the long term. Like I said, we're talking about anywhere from 20 to 30 years. All right? Because if you're doing it for short term, it's not going to work. This is for long term. This is if you want to be lazy. What you're doing is you're constantly buying stocks. The magic number is 3. Pick 3. Pick 3 stocks.
Google.
No. I'm talking about what you're going to do. You're going to pick 3 stocks, all right? For myself, the only stocks I buy are dividend-paying stocks. Like I said, I'm always looking for return on my money. Always. So I don't buy a stock and watch it and wait and chill and, hey, is it up? Is it down? No. Regardless if it's up or down, I still want my little change every single month. Some stocks pay you every single month. Some pay you quarterly. Most likely pay you quarterly. So you're going to get some money regardless of the stock's up or down. All right? And what it does is, let's say the stock is, whatever. What you're doing is you're constantly buying. And what you want to do is you want to automate it. Automate it. Automate the $100, $200. The more, the better. The more, the quicker also. But $100 is, anybody can do this, $100, all right? $100. What you're doing is you're constantly buying through the whole period of time. You're constantly buying, constantly buying. So on the down, you're buying. On the up, you're buying. You might not buy as many, but you're still buying. Medium, you're buying. Low, buying. Constantly. Make it automatic. That's why I said pick 3 stocks and have them buy constantly. I cannot give you, in terms of stock advice, I can't give you like specific stocks. Like I said, dividend paying stocks. That's what I'll look for. Make sure it pays a dividend. All right? But you're buying, constantly buying, constantly buying, constantly buying, constantly buying. What that does, and overall, is leveraging your $100. It's leveraging your $100. So what you're doing is, I'm buying at 50, I'm buying at 20, I'm buying at 16, I'm buying at 55, and overall, your money will increase because you're going to buy more stocks because you don't care about the up and down. Your value, that money is going to increase because the fact that you buy when it's low, you buy when it's high, regardless. And remember, 20 to 30 years. It's like a set it and forget it. Set it and forget it. The more you put there, the more you're going to make. But remember, 20, 30 years. Some of us don't have 20, 30 years. We just don't. Everyone's different age. But you're young, you do this. Set it up. $100. $100. You do this, at least you're set for life. In terms of long term, in terms of having some money at the end, have some money at the end by just using that method. It's a simple method. Dollar cost averaging. $100, 20, 30 years, set it and forget it. Now, for myself, like I said, I always want to do assets. That's why I give you little things here and there, but I want to make sure we focus on assets. All right? So for right now, we're focusing on time and risk. Time and risk. All right? Time and risk. Time and risk. Time and risk. If you did zero things, what's your return going to be over time? Zero, of course. Simple, right? But like we talked about, that person who took 10,000 and made it to 100,000 or a million, what did they do? They increased their knowledge, they increased their skill level, but they also bought assets. Now, like I said, for myself, I used to do the same thing. I get zero return. End of the year, I find out where's my money. And I get a little refund check at the end of the year, and I'm happy. As a business owner, I don't want a refund check. I want to pay little as tax as possible. But how do I leverage my time? How do I leverage my time? A couple things, simple as this. For myself, I want all my assets to increase in value. All of them. My assets right now are real estate, but I also have businesses also. But I want every single one of them to increase in value. The only way they can increase in value is for myself to improve, first of all, but then also for my assets to increase. That's the only way my net worth increases. That's the only way my net worth increases. Write that down. Increase your net worth. Increase your net worth. You want to be wealthy, you want to have millions in assets, increase your net worth. For myself, I took $17,000 and turned it into, actually I have a building, so it's for sale right now. It's actually 1.1 million. It's for sale if you guys want to buy it. I have a building in Dorchester. It's for sale. Anybody watching, it's for sale. All right? I'm sorry, what?
In Dorchester.
In Dorchester, yes. It's 4 units, 4 houses. Now, how was I able to do this? Like I said, we want to leverage time. We want to leverage time. I knew that my $17,000, I can go buy a car. I can go buy shoes. I can go on vacation, a nice vacation, Jamaica maybe, Africa, wherever. But there's no return. And my time is not being leveraged. And I have to keep working to make more $17,000, go into more trips. For myself, what I did is I went and bought 4 units. 4 units on my first house. 4. Forget that one. 4 units. The reason I bought 4 is because everyone is allowed to buy 4 units on their first house. 4. On the first time home buyers, they call it FHAs. You can buy 4 units, every single one of you. If you haven't bought a house yet, you can buy 4 units. Even if you bought 4 units already, you can still buy more. You're still using FHA. There's some specific rules you have to follow. Like you can't have 2 FHAs out at the same time. But if I dump this one, which I'm trying to do, I'll get another FHA. And I'll buy another 4 for $17,000. This was, so I've had this for 5 years now, 5 years. How long would it take me in 5 years to make $1.1 million? How long would it take you to make $1.1 million in 5 years? How long would it take? How much work would you have to put in? A lot. A lot. Guys, a lot. Anybody make 1.1 million last year? No.
You do.
Oh, well, we'll see if I sell it. But seriously, I mean, this is called leveraging time. Leveraging time. The wealthy know how to leverage time. Leverage time. Guys, write that down. Leverage time. You want to be wealthy in assets? Leverage time. This is one of the things I learned. If I'm taking $17,000, I'm turning it into 1.1 million. You could do the same thing also. I could teach you. I can coach you on how to do this. Now, this is just one building. I have 25 all around the country. All right? You could do the same thing also. Leveraging time. But you don't only leverage time, I'm also leveraging money. I took my $17,000. It paid me every month also. So I made more than this because every single month I get checks, rent checks from those 4 units. Simple. Every single month I need to get paid. Like I told you, every single month you need assets to pay you every single month. Same with yourself. You need assets to pay you every single month. So leveraging time, leveraging money. I took $17,000. Same like yourself. You can take $17,000 and leverage it and keep it time over time, 5 years. You cash out. Now, am I going to take this 1.1 and go buy a new car? No. Come on, Jimmy. No. I'm going to still be driving the green Honda if it's still going around, if it's still pushing. Like I said, what's the point of having a Range Rover and you're broke? I'd rather have the Honda Civic and have this in my account. Simple as that. Simple for yourselves also. I leverage time. Rich, wealthy people, I have to use, same with yourself. Don't use rich, use wealthy. Wealthy. Wealthy people don't talk about rich. Rich is poor to them. Wealthy. Wealthy is generational. We're going to talk about that in a second. But leveraging time. Leveraging time, 5 years, 1.1. Cash up front, please. Same with yourselves. You want to do this? We could teach you how to do this. Like I said, if you want to make 10 million, 4 million, 5 million, whatever the number was you put down on your piece of paper, the only way you could do it is through assets and leveraging time and leveraging money. Leveraging money constantly. constantly. Now with 1.1, what I'm gonna do, I'll tell you exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go buy a building that's probably worth $5 million. Pay me every single month, please. 5 million. 5 million. 5 million. 5 years from now, how much do you think that thing's gonna be worth? Let's just double it, 10. Let's just say 10 million. 5 years. So within 10 years, I went from 17 to 10. Not working a job just over broke. No, it's using my creativity. Write that down. Use your creativity. Every single one of you has some kind of creativity inside of you that can do this for you. Every single one of you guys, I believe every single person in the world can do this. I'm trying to teach you guys how to do this, but you have to make sure you understand the methods behind it. Leveraging time, because the time's gonna go by regardless. In 10 years from now, are you gonna have 10 million? Working a job? I doubt it. I will. I want you guys to also. That's why we put on these classes, because I want everyone to be successful. Everyone should have, this should be, by the way, that first question I asked about the number you want, the number should be 10 million, by the way. No less. Every single one. So rip that number off that you wrote. Whatever the number was, 1 million, whatever. Well, you can keep the billion. I like the billion. Keep that one. But everyone else who's anything less than 10 million, cross that number off and have 10 million as your number you aim your goal for. This is your goal. Everyone's goal. That's why we talk about millions in assets. Goal is 10 million. Simple. 10 million. It seems like a big number, but if you leverage time, you leverage people, and you leverage the money, the cash, you can do it too. You can do it. It seems hard at first. I didn't know how I was gonna get here. I was stuck here. I was stuck at 35 bucks an hour. I was stuck there. You're not stuck there. You think you're stuck there because you didn't use your mind. You didn't use your creativity. Your roots. Remember the roots we talked about? Your roots are old or they're decayed. It's simple as that. My roots were old. Think about this. Your money blueprint, right? Your money blueprint right now, as it exists, you learned it from somebody else, right? True? True? True. You learned it from your parents. You learned it from a friend. Maybe you learned it from a boss. Maybe you learned it from TV. That's your blueprint right now. That's what you're holding. The blueprint that's making you money, whatever the money you're making, that's your blueprint. What I'm trying to do here is change your blueprint by changing your mindset. First of all, we talked about the roots, changing how you learn about financial IQ and financial intelligence to increase that knowledge, and learning how to leverage time, leverage money, to make millions. You have to learn these things. If you feel like I said, I give you the simple one, the simple method of making, simple, lazy way to make money, but you have to supercharge that. For me, I feel like I'm smarter than 35 bucks an hour. You guys are smarter than that also. You want to do the same thing? Come learn from us. We can teach you. I want everyone to be successful. I want everyone to have $10 million in their account, or at least in assets. You should. Why not? Does everyone believe there's $10 million at least out there for you? Then why don't you go get it? Seriously. Like, what are you waiting for? I give you permission to go get $10 million, please. And it's not going to hurt anybody. No one's going to lose sleep over you getting $10 million. So have that goal right there. That's your number one goal, 10 million. Put it on a piece of paper and put it somewhere where you can see it every day. 10 million. 10 million. You should see my car. In my car, in my dashboard, every time I walk look in my car, I have my business card. It says Kurunda Group Corporation, Kirani Kurunda, CEO. To put it in my mind, say, oh yeah, I am a damn CEO. And then over here, I have a note that says, I own 2,950 units. The reason I'm doing that is because I want to keep it in my mind over and over and over again. Over and over again. If you guys leave here and don't do anything with the stuff you wrote down, you're going to stay broke. Sorry, you're going to say poor.
Coach Kenny, can you give us some ideas of some simple ways or things that we can do right now to increase our income?
Increase your income? Sure, definitely. So, if you let's say you don't even have the 17,000 to start, don't cry. There's hope. There's hope for everyone. Increasing your income is a couple things. First thing, whatever your job is, wherever you work right now, wherever you've been there, a year, 2 years, 5 years, ask for a raise. That's the first thing. Just ask for a raise. Go talk to your boss or your manager and say, hey, listen, I've been here for 5 years. Or talk to the owner or whoever it is. Talk to them and say, hey, can I get a raise? Simply, they say yes or no. If you've been doing a bad job at your work, you're not going to get a raise. So you have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, am I worth a raise? And if you are, you come in with confidence and say, boss, I need a raise. If you can't get a raise, second thing is stay your job. I didn't say leave. Stay your job. Go online. Go on Indeed. Go on Monster. And for your specific job, find out what other people are getting paid. Find out what they're getting paid right now as we speak. Contact some people. Hey, how much you get paid? Hey, I'm an RN at Winchester. How much you get paid? Hey, I'm a physicist, whatever. How much are you getting paid? And see if it's equal to the amount you're getting paid. Because a lot of people get so shortchanged on their work. You get underpaid. Remember that, especially women. It's just a fact. Women get underpaid. So you need to find out how much are they getting paid. And then you bring that to the boss and say, listen, I'm getting underpaid. See if I can get a raise. That's number one. Just see if you can get a raise. All right? That's the first way to increase your income. Number two, right now, specifically, is the easiest time to start a side business. Now, this is not your business, just a side business. Side business. This is not your specific business that you want to, grow from and build. This is more side business to bring in more money. Simple as that. You're making $50,000 a year, try to add another $5,000 on that. Buy a side business. Side business. It could be anything. It could be anything. I'll give you a couple right now. First one, if you want to look ways to make quick money, go on Craigslist. Go on Craigslist in your town, wherever you are. Look under free. Under free. People are giving away free stuff. Free stuff. And I'm not talking about junk. I'm talking about speakers. I'm talking about whiteboards. I'm talking about maybe a stage, a projector. Free. What you do is you take that stuff and you sell it. You sell it. You make 50, 60 bucks. That's money you did not have. You just took delivered to somebody else. Pay me, please. I do this all the time. All the time. All the time. Anybody can do that. Everyone has a cell phone. Everyone has a cell phone, correct? Download 2 apps. 2 apps. Instead of playing games, download an app called Let It Go. Let It Go. Download another one called Offer Up. Offer Up. Offer Up. You search for them on the Play Store, wherever you're looking, wherever your Play Store is. Search for these apps. Download them. They're free. Create an account. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the stuff from Craigslist and sell it on Offer Up or Let It Go. There's Offer Up and Let It Go. Let It Go?
Yeah, I have that one.
Offer. Offer, like O-F-F-E-R. Offer Up. Or what you do is you take your stuff, or your family stuff, or your friend's stuff, and you sell it on those apps, or you sell it on Craigslist. Quickly, too. You find out what's selling quickly, and you sell it. Glasses, shoes, whatever. They're used, but sell it. Who cares? You want income? Sell it. Another app you need to download if you want more income. More income. Simple. This is just ways to increase your income. Another app is Uber. Everybody know Uber? Yeah. How many people Uber right now? How many people Uber right now? Or do drive Uber? Drive Uber. You drive Uber. Everyone in here should have Uber. Every single person should have Uber. Why? Because it's free money also. All you're doing is using what you have already, which is a liability, turning a liability into an asset. So you're taking your car that has a payment, insurance, taxes, maintenance, and using it as an asset by bringing in money, by driving someone around, dropping them off, and get your money. It's free. Lyft, same thing. Lyft, L-Y-F-T. You download the same thing, do the same thing. You pick up somebody, you drop them off, make some more money. Simple. Simple way to make extra money. Extra income. Extra income. That's if you can't get a raise, get those apps. So apps, a way to get more money. Third way to increase your income or increase more ways to make money. For myself, I have a skill. I play basketball, all right? I played college. I'm a basketball junkie. I watch it, I play it. And then I said, you know what? I can coach it. I can coach it. So I went to Winchester High School. Matter of fact, that's another thing I got to talk to about is hang around rich people, wealthy people, wealthy people. But I went to Winchester High School. I said to the coach, listen, I'm a basketball player. I played college basketball. Can I come on and coach? He said, yes, of course. He saw I'm motivated, and he gave me a job. But the job, like I said, I really don't want income, right? So he pays me zero money, zero. So it's like a volunteer. But what that does is it gives me exposure. Gives me exposure, all right? When people see on the bench, they see a guy, like see me, I'm the only black guy in the whole school. So I stick out, right? They see like, hey, he's a coach. He's a coach. They take their kids and they say, sir, coach, can you train my son? And of course, I charge $50 an hour for that. Because I have that skill. I played basketball, I've watched it, I've trained, so I know what it takes to be a great basketball player. So I coach kids. Now I can't charge them the $5.95 I want to charge in terms of financial coaching, because I'll have zero clients, like I said, but I charge them a reasonable amount, $50 an hour. I have, I think, 6 kids that I coach now. Another income. So every single one of you, you have a skill. You have some kind of skill, whether it's fixing the doors, cooking, cleaning, sewing, driving, some kind of skill can make money. So use your skill. Use your skill to make money per hour. That's another way to make income, extra income. Combine all these. Do 1, do 2, do 3, do all of them. That's the ways you can increase your income. And take that money though. Remember, it's not to spend, it's for specific goals. We're trying to make assets. We're trying to build assets. So any money I make from my coaching, from an app, from selling anything, it's not spending money. It's not for expenses. Remember, expenses, money out, is for assets. I put it aside. I wait until I get good an amount. I go buy something else. And I make more money off that one. I take that money and I buy something else. I keep coaching. I keep skilling. Get that money, buy something else. Yes, I could buy, like I said, a brand new car, but I don't need a brand new car. I want more assets. You want to make 1.1 million in 5 years? Take your cash from all these extra money and buy one asset. Buy 2, buy 3, buy 4, buy 25 like I have. You could do the same exact thing. It's simple. Like I said, it's simple, but it's not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. If it was easy, everyone would be wealthy. Everybody would be wealthy. But for myself, the one thing that I know that helped me a lot, which can help you guys also, is hang around rich towns. Stay out of broke people's towns. Yes, I bought a house in Dorchester, but I don't live there. I live in Woburn. Because I want to be close to where these people have money. Same with yourselves. If you live in somewhere where you feel like, man, this place is not growing, go hang around. Like for myself, what I used to do in college, I used to go to school at Wellesley. instead of at lunchtime going and hanging around the lunch and playing around, what I do is I drive my car and go to the local cafe in Wellesley. Hang around there, local Panera. Watch, observe, see what the wealthy people are doing. See what they're ordering. See how they act. You want to be wealthy? Hang around wealthy people. You want to be broke? Hang around broke people. It's a simple concept. And I don't want to hang around broke people. It's not anything negative. It's not anything like that. It's more about, listen, for myself, increase my knowledge, increase my skills, I have to hang around wealthy people. I have to. The majority of my time, I'd love to hang around wealthy people. For yourself, you want to be wealthy? Majority of the time should be around wealthy people. If you look around and people always asking you to borrow money, get away from those people. Get away from those people. Like, I don't go hang around wealthy people to borrow money from them. I go to learn, to listen. Listen. Simple as that. Listen. I listen, hey, they talk about, hey, listen, I just bought this company. Or I just flipped this asset. I just did this. I did that. I did that. Now, when I had zero assets, I had nothing, what I would do? I'd walk up and say nothing. Nothing, because I had nothing to prove, nothing to give, nothing to offer. Nothing of value. Nothing I can give them, nothing I can offer them. But now, I can walk up and say, yes, I'm selling a $1.1 million 4 units in Dorchester. Would you be interested? Let's say, send me the info. Send it to my assistant. You could offer that. But now if you have zero, you're broke, your credit's trash, whatever, you come to a wealthy person and say, what are you going to say? You have nothing to say. So myself, one of the biggest things that helped me is hang around wealthy people. Stay away from the people who are broke. Yes, they might be your friends. Hang around on the weekends, but during the week, hey, listen, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. And wealthy people does not have to be a person. Does not have to be specifically this person right here, driving a Benz. No. Remember, I told you, one of the wealthiest people I know drives a pickup truck, a beat-up pickup truck older than mine. If you look on the image, you would think this guy is poor. Poor. Doesn't even shave. Guy's worth $150 million. If I want to be worth $150 million, am I going to be hanging around a person worth $1 million or $150 million? That's it. Exactly. Same with yourself. You want to be wealthy? Whatever amount you want to make, hang around those people that are making that kind of money. It's a simple concept because you're going to learn from them. You're going to learn from them. For myself, right? I went from hourly, right, to business owner. Same with yourself. You want to go from hourly, you want to make millions in assets, get away from hourly. No one's going to pay you $1.1 million an hour. And that's obviously with Zimbabwe, you know, the inflation, you know. But even then, it's going to be pennies. But like I said, get away from hourly. And even if you're here, salary, great. Great, you're making good money, 100,000, 50,000, 100, you know, 200,000. Great. That's great money. Take some of that money, become a business owner. Quickly. Quickly. The quicker you do that, the quicker you have a chance to be wealthy. The slower you are, then you have no chance. Because time, like I said, is going to go by regardless. Regardless of who you are or how much you make. If you don't have any assets at all, like I said, it doesn't matter if you have salary, hourly. Get out of that method and get yourself a business owner. Be a business owner. Be an owner. Simple as that. Be an owner of something. Own some stock. Like I said, use that dollar cost averaging. Buy something. Own it. Own a house. Rent it. Own something besides a car. Own something that's going to make you some money. I can't preach that enough. If you, for yourself, if you feel like, oh man, you know what? I want to be wealthy, but I'm doing broke things. There's a disconnect. There's a disconnect. Simple as this. You get money, you can only do a couple things with it. You can either spend it, save it, or invest it. That's it. Those three things. You can either spend it, save it, or invest it. Like I said, most people, poor people, they do this. Stop right here. Middle class people, stop right here. Wealthy people, skip this, and go straight to here. Because like I said, I don't need to save any money. You shouldn't be saving money either. The only reason you should be saving money is to invest it. That's it. That's it. If you have zero in savings, you have no chance to invest. You have no chance. So for myself, I suggest each and every single one of you, take your money, don't spend it, save it, and then invest it. And when you're saving, what are you doing for savings? What you're doing is doing one thing, emergency fund. That's it. Emergency fund. A slush fund, some money behind you. That's it. That's it. So for me, 6 to 12 months. 6 to 12 months, write that down. Save 6 to 12 months worth of payments. So if you have $2,000 worth of bills, you should save $24,000. Cash in the bank. Then once you have that $24,000, you can look at it and learn, hey, I didn't spend it, I could save. Then you take half of that, and you start investing it. You start investing it quickly. The quicker you get to the 6 to 12, the quicker you can start investing. But you cannot go from here and start investing it and not have any money behind you to save for anything. So for myself, like I have this. Like I said, I don't even want to have this. I want to have it here, working for me, constantly working for me. Same with yourself. All your money should be working for you. If it's sitting in the bank, it's not working for you. If you're not investing, you're going to be broke. You're going to be poor. Actually, for myself, I suggest this. As a coach, if I'm coaching somebody, this is what I suggest for them. Take your money, save 6 to 12 months, and then take all that and go broke for a year or 6 months and go buy something that can make you some more money. Yes, you're going to live like, man, I'm scarce here, but you're not really scarce because you have the investment. You have the investment. You have the investment working for you to make you hopefully some more money to save and invest again. Same exact method. Same exact method. For myself, I suggest you do this. So I save money. I save money to invest it. So this is what you should write down. Make money. I save it. I invest it. Let me hear it. I make money. Oh man, that's weak. Let's get it together. I make money. I save money. I invest money. I make money. I save money. I invest money. One more time together, loud. I make money, save money, invest money. Simple as that. Simple as that. You do this, I guarantee it. I guarantee it. You'll have millions in assets. But you have to do it right. You have to do it correctly. If you don't have a coach, I'm here to coach you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help every single one of you guys. You came to my seminar, so I'm trying to give you as much value as I can. And for myself, what I want you to do, since you guys showed up, I know it's tough weather, what I want to do, like I said, I want to give each and every single one of you guys free 30-minute coaching. Free 30-minute coaching. What are we going to do in this 30 minutes? Really depends on you. How much you want to open the books. How much you want to open the books. If you don't want to show me everything, I can't help you. I have to see everything. I have to see everything. We're going to talk about your credit. We're going to talk about your savings. We're going to talk about your investments. Simple as that. Those 3 things. I don't care about anything else. We're going to talk about your income. We're going to talk about your expenses. We're going to talk about your assets. We're going to talk about your liabilities. Those 4 things. If something's missing, we can figure out how to get out of it, how to fix it, how to turn around and make something out of something. Like I said, you could turn your car from a liability to an asset. There's other things you can do also with your house also. Another way to increase your income, like I do myself, because I have houses, Airbnb. Another way to make money. Someone comes to your house, pays you for a couple of days of staying at your house. Take that money, and I do what? Invest it. I don't spend it. I don't spend it. I'm a cheap guy. I'm cheap. This suit's nice. I only bought it for today. Otherwise, I wouldn't have this suit. Seriously. Same with yourselves. Don't buy anything that you don't need. Don't buy anything you don't need. I needed this suit, but guess who paid for it? My business paid for this. Not my pockets, my business. My business, because my business makes money. This seminar, who paid for this? My business, not me. Like I told you, I love you guys, but I love my money too. You know? So right now, guys, in the back, there's going to be a post-it or a sign-up sheet. Put your name, put your phone number, put your email address. If you want to open up your books and learn how to make millions in assets and figure out how to get out of your situation, whatever situation you're in, we can help you. We can help you. This right here, like I said, is free. If you don't want it, don't take it. That's fine. I'm going to keep going what I'm doing. You guys should be keeping doing what you're doing. But use this. Take advantage of this. Like I said, otherwise, $5.95 an hour. $5.95 an hour. That's why I can't give you a whole hour, man. I can't. Can't. It's a lot of money, man. I can't give you the whole hour. What I do is give you 30 minutes. Those 30 minutes are going to be productive. Productive. We open up the books. We see where you are. See where your savings are. See where your investments are. If your investments are low, your savings are low, your spending is high, we're going to adjust that. If you don't do the adjustment, you're going to stay broke or poor. But if you make the adjustments, soon, next time, you'll be the one up here giving seminars.
That's right.
Why not? You increase your skill level. You improved. You improved yourself. Now you got investments. Now you got people working for you. You're a boss now. You're a manager because you improved yourself. I can't help you if you don't need the free information. If you don't need it, great. Hey, listen, you know what? Good luck. Hey, let's partner up too. If you want a partner, I'm always looking for partners. I'm always looking for partners also. So if you guys want to partner up, we can partner up. Like I said, I'm trying to get that $5 million building. So if you want to help me with that, if you know some $5 million buildings, we can also work like that also. If you want to find buildings for me, I can give you a commission. I can give you percentages. I always want to help people, but I can't just help you by just giving you money. I can't do that. That's why when you give a homeless person money, it does not help them. It does not help them. What I give them is I give them my card. I say, come, I got some stuff you can paint to make your own money. You know? Don't give people, homeless people money. Give them a job. Give them opportunity. Give them knowledge. That's what you should be giving people. For myself, I give knowledge as much as I can. I have a YouTube. I have a podcast. I give seminars. I do one-on-one coaching. Do I need to? No, I don't need to do this. I could be home watching Netflix, watching a game. But I want to give out knowledge because, like I said, I want all of us to be successful. Every single person watching, I want them to be successful. And I'm trying to help you in any way I can. But I can't help you by just giving you money. I have to give you the knowledge first. The knowledge, the roots. I gotta give you the roots. You take care of those roots, you water them, they go a little deeper, you water them some more, they go a little deeper. Next thing you know, the result is money. It's money. It's money. That's the result. But it takes those roots, that work that we put in. That work. You want to make $5.95 an hour? Have all my knowledge. You could charge whatever you want. Because it's your company, it's your business. You charge what you want. You make what you want. Like I said, once I'm getting better and better and better, like I said, it's going to go from $5.95 to $5,000. Remember, I told you, we're not trying to make small jumps here. We're trying to make big jumps because we want to see big differences. Last year, I never had the seminar. Invest in Your Future did not exist. My company did not exist 4 years ago. But it took time, took effort, took knowledge, took skills, took marketing, took sales to learn this stuff. Once I learned it, somehow, some way I got you here, right?
That's right.
Some way I got you here. Some way I got you writing notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got better.
I'm investing.
And then guess what? Now you're going to get better.
That's right. Yes.
And then next time, I'm going to be coming to your seminar.
Amen.
And you're going to be teaching me. Seriously. It does not hurt. It does not hurt. And if you need help putting on seminars, I've done it too now, so I can help you. But remember, For every something that I do, I get better, my fee goes up. Your fee should go up also. Simple as that. You want to make millions in assets? Increase your skills, increase your knowledge. Make more money per month, per hour. Build more assets. Buy more assets. Come learn. Come use the free coaching. We can help you. Trust me. Use that free coaching. For myself, I said I have 4 coaches. I call them mentors, but they're really coaches because they really coach me up. They said, Kenny, you know what? You could do a seminar. I said, nah, I don't think I could do that, man. I'm nervous, man. No, Kenny, you could do a seminar. So you know what? Yeah, I can do a seminar. So I started small. Started churches. Little things here and there. And I said, you know what? I can do this. Same with yourselves. You can do this. You can go from 0 to millions in assets. You can, because I've done it myself. And I can coach you how to do it. But like I said, the first 30 minutes is free. After that, open your pockets. Open your pocketbooks. Because I said, time is precious. Remember that time? 5 years from now, where are you going to be? You're going to have millions in assets, you're going to have 0. Simple as that. Simple as that, guys. And guys, for that, first of all, I just want to say, you guys are part of my dream. Part of my dream. I never thought I'd be on stage speaking to people, teaching people. And I never thought I had that skill. But now, actually, I proved myself. And I want to say thank you to each and every single one of you for showing up. Thank you. Please.